Guys, where would you rather be? Mombasa or nothing?
Ni tamu. Mm.
Karibu Kenya. In Kenya, we say Karibu Kenya. Hakuna matata. Yes, there is no problem in Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I would want you to follow me to Mombasa. Oh, yes, from Nairobi. As you can see, this is the road that leads to SGR. And then, because of some security reasons, oh, yes, I couldn't film the whole thing. The SGR itself, okay? I couldn't video the SGR itself. But then, as you can see, of course, you can see what is happening in here, right? All right, this was on our way heading to Mombasa, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before we continue, how have you been? This is Regina's Media. I have missed you guys a lot. If this is your first time of coming to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. This is where I share my experience here in Kenya, the very second home that God has brought me into. And so if you find some of my content useful, if it interests you to know more about Kenya, then you can press the subscribe button. Here am I heading to Mombasa. All right, of course, guys, this was when we landed. Okay, immediately we got to Mombasa. Sincerely, the place was like was reminding me of a place called Nigeria. For those of you, if you have been to Nigeria, you can relate, right? The weather in Nigeria and that of Mombasa is exactly the same. If you have been to Nigeria, please let us not argue. Let me know on the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mombasa. Before we continue, I will want to give you the brief history of Mombasa, the beautiful terrain. As you can see, it wasn't just like this from the beginning. Guys, let's go. Mombasa is the second largest city in Kenya. No doubt, it is located on Kenya's eastern coastline, bordering the Indian Ocean. Its original Arab name is Mombasa. In Kiswahili, it is called Kisiwa Chamivita. Oh my goodness, which means island of war, due to the many changes in its ownership. It will interest you to know that the history of the city is a mixture of African, Persian, Arab, Portuguese, and British influences, which contributed to the rich cultures found in the city today. Mombasa, a great trading center with several items such as glass, brass, copper, iron, and rhino horns passing through the coast was originally inhabited by the African Bantu people. The city was then visited by Jordanians in 6th century, Persian in the 9th and 10th century, and thereafter Arabs. In this period, the Arab and Persian developed trading routes, all right, commercial centers, and contributed to a flowering of civilization reflected in the glorious architectures of their grand houses, monuments, and mosques. Okay, over the century, Mombasa struggled with numerous foreign invaders and hostility. The Portuguese, the ferocious Zimba tribe, and the Omanis have all laid claims to Mombasa since the 12th century. It is interesting. And by the 15th century, Mombasa was a thriving, sophisticated city with established trade routes to China, Persia, and India. Around this time, the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama discovered the city while on the voyage around Africa to fix the sea route to India. After a period of less than 5 years, the Portuguese returned to attack the city. 5 years later, another Portuguese seafarer plundered the ports, and 23 years later, the Portuguese mounted another raid. So it's been series of trouble here and there. But eventually, the Arab made several attempts to regain, I beg your pardon, to regain the town. But the Portuguese supported mainly by supplies from their India colony, go hung onto it for around 100 years. The occupiers were finally defeated in the siege for Fort Jesus, which began in in 1696. Portuguese and India soldiers eventually relieved the fort in September 1697, but they could not break the siege. The centuries of conflict earned Mombasa the name the Island of War. Later, the Arab triumphed, scaling the wall of the fort. All right, rivalry between competing Omani rulers led to a decline in trading along the coast, and Mombasa fell under the rule of Mazaros, who were finally overcome by the Omani leaders. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, answering to the appeals of the Mazaros, the commander, Captain Owen, agreed to declare the city a British protectorate in return for a promise from the Mazaros to abolish slavery. So, the long and short story of Mombasa is that Mombasa prospered under the Sultan, underpinned largely by the slave trade. However, he came under increasing pressure by the British to end the practice. And in 1845, he was forced into a treaty that severely restricted this activity. In 1886, in agreement between British and Germany, the territories of Kenya and Uganda were assigned to British, while Tanganyika, which is Tanzania, came under the rule of Germany. The Imperial British East Africa Company set up its headquarters in Mombasa in 1888. It was the springboard for the colonization of Kenya and beginning of a British dominance in the country. That was the last until independence in 1963. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mombasa that we are now going left, right, and center exploring didn't start today, because it has always been a base of exploration for British expedition to Kenya's interior. In 1988, the Imperial British East African Company set up headquarters in Mombasa. British rule of Mombasa became official in 1895 when they leased a stretch of the coast, including the port city from the Sultan of Zanzibar. Officially, this coastal strip still belonged to Zanzibar until ceded a newly independent Kenya in 1963. So, guys, when you come to Mombasa, oh my goodness, what you will see there will wow you. So, guys, unfortunately, I may not be able to tour the whole Mombasa, but I want to tell you that you are absolutely missing if you've not been here. So, guys, this is where we lodge, okay? Yes, this was exactly where we lodged, and it was wonderful, as you can see. A very beautiful place to live, to stay, and have fun with your family. We had 3 bedrooms to ourselves, 2 kitchen, one specifically in my bedroom, all right, such that when I don't feel like going to the main kitchen, guys, I will have something to cook for my husband and just my husband, just the two of us. It is quite interesting, guys. So let me ask you, if you have watched this video to this point, what will stop you from coming to Mombasa? This was the apartment that we stayed, okay? As you can see down there, there's a swimming pool just specifically for your family and you. Yes, just for you and your family. And you can see the heat in Mombasa is second to none. And so when you come back from your normal routine, the next thing you want to do is to dive into the water. And that's exactly what we did. We were going in there like every 10 minutes. It was quite interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, because it was a service apartment, we had to go for shopping. Guys, it was quite interesting because where we were staying, it was just a walking, distance to the mall, one of the biggest mall, Career 4 specifically. Yes, we went there, we did all the shopping, and the kids were so excited. Yes, when it comes to holiday, let me just give you these hints. Holiday and family are like 5 and 6, okay? All work and no play make Jack a dull guy. But at this point in time, hey, all work and no play make Regina and her family dull guys. So it was on that note that we decided as a family just to change environment a bit, okay? Just a bit. Let's just experience this. For your information, this is not our first time. I just have to let you know that this is a place to be. I've been to Mombasa several times, but I decided to make this video so that you will feel the impact of that. Some of us, we spend all our time out there. We don't get connected to our family. We don't have that time where you have to sit with your children, play that cards, okay, play football with your family, create time for your kids, create time for your wife, create time for your husband. Holiday moment is a beautiful moment that you don't have to toy with. I mean, it was quite interesting. We did all the shopping. I did all the cooking because my children, my husband enjoy my cooking. Okay, guys. Yes, it was quite wonderful. We had fun as a family. We really enjoy our moment in Mombasa. Mombasa is quite a place you don't want to miss. Let me ask you, have you been to Mombasa before? With what you are saying, let me ask you again, ladies and gentlemen, would you want to be in Mombasa next time, in your next holiday? What will stop you from taking your family to Mombasa? Let me know on the comment section. If it is money, there are some places that are also pocket friendly. You don't have to spend the whole week. You don't have to spend 3 days. Just a day, you and your family, just a night. Of course, you can have that time and they will be so happy, guys. They will be so happy. All right? God didn't just give us these kids, the family, for us to just play around. Wait, guys, we entered tuk-tuk for the first time in Kenya. Oh my goodness, it was interesting. We're heading to the beach. Oh yes, as you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live and direct. Follow me. Follow me. You have to subscribe to this channel, guys. Let's continue to support this small channel. Have you found this content useful? Do you like what you've seen? Have you learned anything from this video? Would you want to come back to my channel? Let's be friends, guys. This is Regina doing her thing. Enjoyment was something else. Oh, slowly tamu. Karibu Kenya. Of course, this is an evidence that I have been to the beach, right? Because you have to sip that water coming from the coconuts. I had to dive into the ocean myself because, hey, yes, because Regina does not subscribe to Any dull moment. Oh, yes. With me, sad moment is a goner. Yes, I make sure that you feel at home anytime, any day. I was so happy. This is not my first time though, but it was just a moment that I can never forget in a hurry. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched this video to this point, please, I would want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Encourage me. I will be so motivated to give you more, something related to this, something like this, that will help you to come and see the beauty that's exists in Kenya. Something you cannot see it anywhere. This is just Mombasa alone. I haven't, this is just Mombasa alone. I haven't taken you to the other part of Kenya. Oh my goodness. You need to be here, guys. You need to be here. Just come. That money that the Lord has blessed you with, use it and take care of your family. Okay? Wonderful. It is a wonderful money. Look at those coconuts. Oh, yes. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Ladies and gentlemen, after having all the fun at the beach, we had to go back to where we were. And yet again, we enter tuk-tuk. It was fun. You know, tuk-tuk from the beach to the place was just 100 bucks. So we were just so happy. And my children had fun entering this thing. So guys, what are your thoughts? What do you think about my video? Please subscribe. Subscribe and let me know when next you are visiting Kenya and specifically Mombasa. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. May the good Lord take care of you, provide for you so that you can come to Kenya and have fun. I bring you greetings from my home. May God be there for you when you come. Bye for now. Blessings.
I just heading to the beach, man. You can see. Can you see something there? I'm outside beach, man. You can see that? There you go.
Okay, guys, this was when we arrived at the beach. Okay, I had to, show something there. Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching. Blessings.